Victoria Mandala, one's own body, the source of all positive quality without exception, is the expanse within 3 channels and 5 chakras. I take refuge in this body of emptiness. Are completely cleared by the wisdom wind, revealing the unelaborated primordial pure expanse of the sky. I take refuge in this body of light. Geshe Wangyal davaza deje gola jazo wisdom rays from non-dual sphere of light emanate. I take refuge in this body of greatness. Okay. So, welcome everybody. So, how many people we are in the online?
We have about 290 people right now.
Okay. Computers.
Close to 300.
Okay. Okay. So, welcome everybody online and people here. As everybody know, we are here at the Serenity Retreat in our annual fall retreat. We're having a wonderful experience here, and so what I would like to do this afternoon is just maybe say a few words about what we're going to do. We're going to do a nice session of practice together, all together. And so before we do that, I will explain a little bit what we're going to do. So, and what we're going to do is, of course, always the same, right? We're going to do the same. We're going to do the practice of inner refuge. And so some sense, I'm sure there are many people who have very familiar with the practice of inner refuge, and if there are people who are not familiar with this practice of inner refuge, then not put so much effort here, just feel the collective connections that we have here. So this is always a beautiful experience when you know like from all over the world that people are being in that space, a sacred space. So it's not like a one individual space, but there's this big collective space from across the continent. So that kind of feeling, the connection, is very powerful. So we will all trying to maintain stillness, and we're all trying to connect with that silence. We're all trying to be aware of that spaciousness, and through these three doors we will try to find that inner refuge, the unbounded sacred space, that is which is what the best place that an individual can go inside oneself, or that the best place as a group of people can go in a collective sense of that sacred space. So we'll of course we're trying to go in that space through the three doors. And so the first door will be the stillness of the body, trying to find that first refuge, and the second will be trying to listen and connect to that silence, and to connect with that awareness, that sense of connection or connectedness, sense of knowing. And Then the last door is the spaciousness, and then trying to connect with that inner warmth. But a special thing here I want everybody to focus is that something, this is like a collective sense of that. So it's not only here in this Gompa, but from all over the world, that we are all trying to tune into the same space. So that collective sacred space, that collective awareness there, that collective warmth there, of course, it's far more powerful than individual ones. And so my alone, that space and awareness and the warmth is not that strong, but when we connect with everybody else's, it's very, very strong. That means that every individual, that wherever you are, which countries you are from, whatever the situations that you are in this moment in your life, you are happy, you feel everything is good, or you feel like things are challenging, or things are very difficult, whatever the circumstances, situations that you are in, just it's not so important to talk about it all the time, but you do need a place to bring that experience, to bring. If you are feeling very lonely, very sad, and you want a place to bring that sadness and loneliness, and we are all here in group in this practice, we all are giving each other that space. So I'm giving my space to you to bring your pain, you to bring your loneliness, and you to bring your happiness. Whatever you're bringing, you bring in there. We are opening to each other to bring that. So the openness that we have toward each other is that the healing space that we are giving to each other, which if you're doing alone, you won't be getting that. So that's a collective sense of, I think it will be very, very beautiful. So it's not so much about that everybody is now, okay, we have a webcast here, now we don't know what he's going to talk. Probably many of you know what I'm going to talk. So, but I kind of realized that I have not much to say. More and more I talk, I've realized I have not much to say. But what I have to say, I can never end what I have to say. I can go hours and hours and hours, because it's just like that. It's so full there, it's so rich there, and always find some enlightening way, some close way, some intimate way of expressing it. But the message, for sure, is not a different. It's just the same. And sometimes you might feel that there are times when I'm talking about it, you don't get it because you don't need it. Another time I'm talking the same thing, you feel like, yes, this is it. But this is I've been saying last year also. You are not ready for it. This year your timing comes. And good thing is I'm repeating it again. So if I don't repeat it again, sorry, one time you didn't get it, finished. It's not like that. That good thing is I'm repeating again. So this is not so much what I'm going to say here. It's more the space that I'm going to give here, that you can bring whatever you wanted to bring. So that's what we're going to do here, and so I will slowly guide that practice. Okay. So sit comfortably, whatever positions comforts you, grounds you, connects you. Sit in that. Those you are familiar and wanting to, sit in 5-point posture. So those who are familiar, we will do the 9 breathing of purification. And those who are not familiar with 9 breathing of purification, you just take a deep breathing, and each time when you inhale, as you inhale the pure light, the pure essence, pure energy, and every time you exhale deep, you're exhaling whatever is not needed in your body, in your field of energy, in your mind. You're releasing them out. End of each exhalation, you're finding some opening, some openness, some connectedness, and just be aware of that. Through this 9 breathing of purification, or through this deep breathing of awareness, Feel openness, particularly center of your body. Draw your attention to your body as our body is still, individually, collectively. The whole sky in between us is still. Feel that stillness. Rest in that stillness. Just fully rest in that stillness. Be that stillness. Rather than trying to be still, you are still. Be aware of that. Through this deep stillness, be aware of that unbounded sacred space, the space where you are in, the space in which we all are connected, ageless, birthless, boundaryless. Free from all limitations. Be in that space like a child who is lying down in the lap of mother. Feeling safe, secure, comfortable, cared, loved. Be in this powerful collective sacred space like being at home. Inner home, the inner mother. All those who you are feeling afraid, you turn your awareness to this inner space. Your fear will immediately go away. You trust that. Those you are feeling lost, you turn your direction to this collective inner sacred space. You will find your home. This is your home. Those you are afraid of death, be in this sacred space. There is no death. Those you're struggling with changes in your life, just a moment trying to be aware and peacefulness in this changeless state of presence and you're experiencing in this vast, a collective sacred space. There is no changes. Just taste it. You'll be free from your fear of changes. You're free from your fear of death. You'll be free from your fear of loss. Those you're feeling very isolated, very lonely, needing connection. Connect to. Don't look outside. This inner sacred space that you're experiencing this very moment, which is connected to in a bigger sense of collective space. You turn your direction to this. Feel your connection to this inner mother, a universal mother. You will never ever feel lonely again. So whatever other things that you have, which I have not mentioned here, bring it here. Allow it, feel it, let it go in this collective create space. We are keeping that space for you. Just let go. We are supporting you. We are supporting each other. Just feel that easiness coming from this. Some sense of releasing, kind of opening, feeling of opening, feeling of release, feeling of freeing something inside. Just be aware of that. You're feeling that right now. Because you're feeling that space of freedom, liberation, nirvana. That's your inner refuge. You always have that with you all the time. Here, we're just supporting you. We all are supporting each other in a big way, collective way, powerful way, but it's just same, it's always in you. Trust that. After this collective meditation, trust it's still there. Still there when you go back to your normal life, back to your work, back to your relationship, back to your home. It's still there. Trust that. You can always return to that. Trust that. Now just for a moment, be aware of that silence, quietness, that sense of peace within you, sense of peace in our connection. in deep inner silence, that inner peace, inner quietness, absence of sound, absence of noise, absence of the one who is producing the noise. There is a sense of a spontaneous presence, a knowing that silence, a knower of that silence. A presence of awareness, the one who is aware of that silence. A light, the one who is eliminating those noise, illuminating those darkness. Connect with that light. Connect with that awareness. Connect with the knower. You can feel lively. Connecting with that inner light, that inner pure awareness. It's like a person who is lost among ordinary people for years in poverty, and finally discovering that this person is a king, a family from king, and immediately becoming a king. Finding your inner kingdom. We say Rang Rikpi Jalpo, the king of innate awareness. It's reaching your inner kingdom. What does that mean? That means that you feel full. You feel complete. Great perfection. You feel rich. Nothing's missing. You feel worthy. Just feel that sense of deep worthiness, fullness. Now gradually feel sense of spaciousness and openness toward that union of unbounded space, that's collective space, and that the infinite awareness. The union of that space and light, union of that openness and awareness of that openness, union of that like a sun and the sky. What is there in that union? There is a warmth. When the sky is clear, sun is shining, in that union there is a warmth. In that connection there is a warmth. When the inner sky is clear, inner awareness is illuminating, there is a warmth presence in that union. In that connection there is a warmth. Just feel that warmth. Just allow to expand that warmth. Permit that warmth to expand. Allow to radiate that warmth throughout your body. Allow that warmth to manifest in your body, every cell in your body, and billions of cells in your body. Allow to express that warmth through your body, speech, mind, toward others. All the areas of life where so much that particular your inner warmth is needed, allow to reach them. Allow to awake them. Allow it to heal them. Allow it to transform them. They're waiting for your warmth. Allow it. Feel it, allow it. By giving, you feel more. By giving, you feel stronger. By giving, you feel richer. By giving, you feel fuller. By holding, you feel need to protect. You need to defend. You feel you suffer. We lose the joy. Just allow to expand that warmth. Just feel this connection between all of us. When we say oneness or one taste or single wisdom, of course we cannot be not talking about our body. We're talking about this quality, this inner quality, where we can all merge and feel one. And this moment, that's what we are feeling, just feeling one. In that space, we merge. In that awareness, in that light, we merge. In that warmth, we become one. In that oneness, we feel the bliss, feel the joy. We feel safe. Okay. So anytime that anytime anybody, when needing healing or needing a healer, this is how we do. We go inward. We find that space, what we just did, and to know this space is always with you. And of course, this space you feel stronger, like a practices we just did in a collectively here. We just feel stronger, but it does not diminishes when you are by yourself. If you trust that, it's as strong as that. So you bring whatever healing that you need, whatever things are going on in your life. As I said, like a sense of feeling lost, you bring it there, you'll find the answer for that. Sense of feeling like dying, fear of dying, you bring there, you'll find the answer for that. Sense of unable to cope with the changes or too fast changes, too many changes in life, particular given moment, that where you are seeking some safety and stability, you can never find anywhere. If you come to that place, you bring yourself there, you will find it. So it's like a single medicine for countless sickness. You come with any question, the same answer. You come with any problem, the same medicine. You have to trust that. So, and probably many of us have successes bringing that way and really transforming it, whatever we bring it there. And more you mature that inner quality, more you witness those experiences and transformation. But of course, sometimes happens, you're trying to bring it there, it doesn't go. You're trying to bring it there, it doesn't go. It doesn't mean that healing is not taking place because of the lack of power of that sacred space. What it means, you don't know how to bring it there properly. The one who is bringing there, unfortunately, is not reaching there. It's on the way, it is getting lost. It does not fully gets to the place, to that medicine, to that doctor, to that inner healer, to that inner divine. It's almost there, it takes the wrong turn and get caught up again. Because a lack of familiarity to that stillness, lack of familiarity to that inner silence, lack of familiarity to that inner spaciousness, it's turned to another direction where it feels it's more familiar with some noises. It feels more comfort with noises. It feels more comfort with some pain there. A familiar pain. It is able to identify with some of the familiar pains. It's afraid to go to that far, to be in that space. It's not strong enough. So it's not because of weakness of the space. It's because the weakness of the journeyer who is taking the journey. Not strong enough to get that place. So when that happens, of course, still there is a solution. The solution is to learn to express, because expression is the way to heal it. Because in a way, every experience is like that, either is a thought or feeling or emotion or physical energetic blockages. The only way they breathe is through expression. The expressions are through the body, through the speech, and through the mind, three principal ways of expressing them out. And many times we fear of expressing them because what you're feeling is you're feeling shame, feeling guilt, because you're not supposed to get angry. We think you're a good person. So you don't express the frustration you're feeling. You don't express the anger you're feeling. You don't express the sadness that you're feeling. You're not supposed to feel sadness because we think you are a strong person. So here you have to learn. Nothing wrong in expressing what you are feeling. The only thing, you learn how to express them so that any negative expression is completely okay, but it is not okay to hurt in the process of expressing it. And because anytime there is a hurt, when you hurt somebody, when you hurt yourself, it's not a sign of healing. When you feel releasing, feel opening, feel connecting, feeling warm, in the process of crying, process of expressing, then you know healing is taking place. So crying is nothing wrong about it. Expressing your anger, nothing wrong about it. The proper way of expressing them is, again, so learn to trust that it's okay to express it, but if you're not able to express them through your inner refuge, at least express them through some degree of inner stillness, silence, and that spaciousness. Some stillness in your being, some silence in your head, some openness in your heart, and cry it, talk it, move it, do it. And I'm sure people will be receptive. Because it's not in the end, it's not the form in which you're expressing, it's the space from which expressions are coming. People feel that more. You know somebody is trying to be nice to you, and if you know that person is genuine, not nice, you know that. You know, you are able to feel more than what people are saying. Sometimes people will say something very nice, you know behind that, that's not what is there. Sometimes people end up saying stupid things, but you love that person because you know what is behind that the genuineness, you know, that space that you know. So that counts, not actual line, what you're saying does not count. So expression doesn't count so much, like where the expression is coming from counts, and people perceive it, and one will be fine. So what I'm saying here is, if there is old feelings, old pains, old wounds, learn how to express them in beautiful space, in beautiful awareness, in beautiful warmth. You will find the healing. On the other hand, it's also important to express. You know, sometimes we are very good at only telling what's wrong. We don't know the language of what is right. We say, how are you doing? We say, oh, I'm fine. You have nothing much to say when you're feeling good, except just saying one single word, saying, I'm fine. When you have a problem, then you ask somebody, you say, how are you doing? You say, it's too long to answer. Let's get together for a couple of hours for coffee, or for a whole weekend. You know. So because your vocabulary of pain is very rich, your vocabulary of joy is very, very limited. You don't know how even to express how much you can say and express what you're feeling in terms of the joy, but you have so much to say how much you're feeling the pain. We need to build a new vocabulary, a new dictionary, new way of learning, new way of expressing things. So learn to express when you're feeling good. Don't keep it for yourself when you're feeling joy. Share the joy. Share with other people. Share with people who are sad. Share with people who have never seen you are being joy. Give them a different idea of yourself. When you feel creative, share that quality with people. So manifesting in the form, the positive qualities that you are discovering, rediscovering, maturing, nourishing in you are equally important for well-being than just feeling inside you. And sometimes it's more important to express out than just feeling inside you, because your lack of expression can create an environment in the group, in the family, in the society, a lack of some qualities. Like a family who is very serious, there's no play, there's no joke, there's no laughter, there's only seriousness and only pain you can feel in the collective family pain sometimes. They lack somebody needed to express something. But one person can open up everything for everybody else. It's like untying knots. If we can open one place, it helps to open many places. So you can be that one in your family or in particular situations that in the society, you could be the one. So don't wait for somebody else to be that. You can look at that as you are fortunate, your opportunity, you are lucky to be that one which becomes a key to many openings. Don't wait for others to move. That's your gift. You're lucky, you're honored. So it's important to some sense of expressing that out either. So basically it's a beautiful space that you can bring in which will help you to heal. If it's challenging, express it out, whatever the darkness and negativity you're feeling it in the right way, and also learn to exercise whatever the quality that you're experiencing. So not expressing what's the feeling in your life is not the way to live fully. To live fully is to express, able to fully expressing the experiences that you are having internally. That's what it's called living fully. Many times you don't express positive or the negative, and life is just suppressing all these qualities that you are having inside. It's like a prisoner, It's hard to breathe, hard to live. So I hope, that this session of practices, I feel like this is something we probably would like to do. I would like to do this more often. That's something that I've been thinking about. It is that because of technology, if you think about going beyond the limitation of time and space, the technology is, some sense, going beyond the time and limitations. Right now, what you're hearing is beyond time and space. We are in a different time zone, we are in a different space. But we in a different, space, we are a different time zone, different space in a relative sense, but we are same time zone and same space in an absolute sense. So the time, the conventional sense of time and space zone, which is not there in here, that I think to take advantage of that. So I thought of maybe, I don't know when we will able to start this. I'd like to have probably like at least begin sometime very soon to have like a monthly meditation, that which means not necessarily I will talk a lot, but I will be there. I bring that a space to everybody. I remind that space to everybody, and whatever you wanted to bring, you can bring. Each individual can bring your things, what you need, and even you don't have to tell to anybody what you're bringing there. You don't have to tell to me, you don't have to tell to anybody. It's you bring there, and you know that space is the right space to bring, and you know you are part of that space, and you know the power of that space. You know you are fully supported in that space, even you're not able to merge fully there, but you know that sense of collective space is there. In the many teachings, like in a particular like teachings like in Dzogchen, in the Shanxun Yinju, there is Mary. There's a deity, and they talk about teacher and yidam, like a deity, and they talk about student. They talk about mixing a three space. So the deity and the master and the student. There's a practices, but of course there's the practice more complex practices, but which is nothing more than what we just did. I'm trying to just say that because people like to say, what you're talking, is that some connected to something? It is that principle is connected like that. So that space that you can bring together, that is kind of very important space. So we all bring together that space there, so that connection or connectedness is there. It's like when your phone is down, your iPhone is down, and what you need, it's the power source. And when you find a power source, like at the airport, people are running around trying to find one, and immediately they find one, they just plug it there. You don't talk with the plug. You don't argue with the power source saying, I have a question for you, or I want a fancy answer from you. No, you just plug it and shut up, or go away and come back. What do you see? 100%. What do you feel? Yes. Now I can go on again with my life until it's down again. I think that somehow that's what we need. So I hope sometime soon we will able to do that. And also, one of the thought that I have, some of the thought that I'm feeling is I would like to put a lot of more teachings, free teachings online. That as many of you know, I put quite a few things on the YouTube. So many of them I did by myself. I have to ask my wife and them to leave from the house and now go into my basement and put my camera there and put my chair there and record it, and then I look back and see if it's recorded, check the sound and everything. I just I was even laughing myself doing that, But I did it, many of them by myself, and as I travel around the world, I realized that how many people benefited from these, people who, from very, very good reasons, people who not ever able to travel because of their health conditions, financial situations, or just sometimes people just whatever, it's very hard for some people to take a step to go to the retreat. It's just very hard, whatever reason, but they do turn on their computer all the time still, and they can watch. So I hope that to put many things on online. So what I'm asking here is some sense of collaboration and support from people particularly who have skills. So I been trying to gradually collect group. So this is like a cyber committee. It doesn't have to be one place and one location and one nation. It could be anywhere, anybody because we kind of need more people to outreach of this, and so anybody who has a skill of doing any of these online things, from camera, the video editing, sound, networking, whatever skills that people have, and I wanted to know, and then people can get in touch with us through the Lingmicha. So, and slowly we wanted to build a team that will, just somehow I wanted to give, but my giving becomes more meaningful. More reaches more people, that's all. So with the many help that I can get from all of you. So I just wanted to share that. I take this opportunity because there are many people listening to it. So maybe let's have a little time for some questions. So we have 15 minutes. So either from the Gompa here, everybody's awake, okay, or cyber. Yeah.
Just first to begin with, there's been many comments as you were talking about this idea from people, and just people saying, thank you, wonderful idea, yes please, yes this is wonderful, a monthly collective meditation, thank you Rinpoche. Great idea. Prayers answered. Just what I was dreaming about. And this is a really bodhisattva attitude. So warm, thank you, and yes, we will plug in. So,
Okay.
comments, many comments.
Okay. Yes.
I was wondering, when you say to bring if you're lost, say you have a question that you want to ask or need answers to, and you bring this into the space and awareness, how can you distinguish whether your answer is coming from a place of ego or a place of inner knowing?
Mm-hmm. So the question is, so when you feel lost, when you have a question in life, and how do you know when the answer comes, it is from ego or from self-knowing? Well, when the answer comes, if there is still a question, then you know it's coming from the ego. When the answer comes, if there is no question for that answer, you know it's coming from that self-knowing. Is that clear? I know it's not clear, right? Yeah, so that's what it is. When you know, you know. When you don't know, you don't know. When there is basically, when you say something comes up, you say yes. Then you say, oh, that's not a knowing. That's called doubt. Doubt produces the doubt. So, for example, if you say, I am lost, we're talking about feeling lost and finding yourself inside, in that sacred space. When somebody is lost, the one who is lost has a question of how I can find. The one who have found have not question of how to find, because have not lost. So if the question is continuously repeating, you haven't found. If question ends, you have found. That makes sense? So many times when you think you have found, probably you haven't found the bottom line. If it's going on continuously. I think the interesting question here is also, how is it possible to find something when you're lost? What kind of mechanism is there? Or what really makes you found or find, or what makes you get lost? If somebody is feeling the sense of loss, there is someone who is feeling the sense of loss. There is someone there who is lost. If you find a way to dissolve that who is lost, then nobody is lost. Nobody is lost. Does that make sense? Like, for example, if you don't exist, your problem doesn't exist. Right? Can you imagine that? You don't exist, your problem doesn't exist. Same way, if the one who is lost dissipates, dissolves, then that's what healing means, right? What does healing mean? Healing means a process which able to dissolve the pain. What is the outcome? Outcome is absence of the pain, and it's called healing. So, lost, the one who's feeling lost, you have to dissolve that. Nobody's lost. It's just feeling it like that. Nobody's lost. How many people are feeling lost? If you say I feel lost, then I could only say, sorry, you are not lost. You're feeling that way right now. Okay, I'm not lost. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure you're not lost. Okay, that feels better. In the teaching it says, in the Dzogchen teaching it says, you will never find yourself because you never got lost. So, you will never find yourself because you never got lost. That means the word search, the one who's searching stops, then you find it. There's nothing to find. The one who's searching somehow needed to stop. Either it exhausts itself, or it does purification practices, or I don't know, whatever it does, somehow, that's it. So, the one who is feeling lost has to go in order to find it. So, how that can go, it's in that space. If your attention is to that space, okay, page 1, found. Page 2, it's lost, okay? So this is the great space that we were talking about, sacred space. This is the one we were talking about, the feeling lost. So there's me here, I'm lost. So I'm feeling lost. So when I'm, this and this sense of lost are very connected. So when I am looking at this sense of lost, I'm feeding it. I'm lost. Yes, I was lost yesterday. I realize I'm still lost today. Tomorrow comes, I look at it again. Oh yeah, I was lost day before. I lost yesterday. I'm still lost today. So you keep on looking at this page, you will confirm yourself being lost every single day. One day, one good day, you turn out, it's called meditation, called inner refuge. You are guided into a different space. You're looking at this space. Wow. You say wow, and that's it. And you don't remember if there was another page there. What happened? The one who was feeling lost is gone. You didn't necessarily found anything. Just absence of that. Absence of that self who is saying I'm lost. That's all. That's all what happened. Okay, so one last one, if there's yet.
I have a question from the internet. What is the universal light that we are connecting with?
The question is, what is the universal light that we are connecting with? So the light, first of all, the light, the definition of light which illuminates the darkness. So light is not to see always like a physical light which illuminates the physical darkness. So a knowledge, inner light, a knowing something illuminates the whole years of darkness of ignorance. So knowing something, knowing a criminal story, or knowing the truth, what happened actually, knowing a specific hidden, something is hidden in one place and discovering that, whatever, knowing a rediscovery of science, whatever, all those knowings are a sense of light. But we are not referring to any that kind of knowing. We're talking the big knowing, a self-knowing, knowing yourself. That is the innermost important light. And the self-knowing is nothing more than being aware of that unbounded space. So, in a sense, a collective sense of a light, that means when we are in that unbounded sacred space, in a sense of collectively, you feel that. And collectively, we are all knowing that unbounded space. That is a collective light, collective, a universal light. How many people we were today?
We consistently have more than 300, so about 315.
Okay, let's say we have like 400 people. So these 400 people, at least minimum 400 people, we are practicing right now. And during this practice session, these 400 people are aware of that collective sacred space. They are connected to something very, very sacred, a healing space. And that's why I'm saying the power is that when you bring something into that collective space, it has a charged up power. And everybody's connected to that sense of connectedness there. That is a collective light. Or your universal light, whatever you want to call it. You can call it any name. In contrary, you can imagine 400 totally depressed people sitting together and tuning in each other. Get a little bit of my depression here, It's a special taste. It's the opposite. You can imagine that. Because why that experience is happening, there is a sense of lost. Here, there is a sense of found and connected. And that power, what heals in this moment. That power is what heals. Okay, so we're going to do dedication. So those you know the dedication we do together. Those you don't know the dedication prayer, you can imagine the meaning of the dedication is, what it basically means. All our effort to be together this hour, all our effort to trying to heal each other, support each other, the merit that we accumulate this very moment, may this heal all the people who is not able to participate with us, and particularly all the people that you know this very moment who needs a lot of support. So you imagine those people, but you're not excluding anybody. You're saying all the people, particularly those that I know who really needs some support. That's prayer that we send to everybody. That's the dedication. Okay? Ranje May my experience, realize wisdom and three body increase. In purifying the three poisons, may I obtain the three bodies. In liberating my own being, may I benefit others.